so welcome back. I got some awesome shirts being made, and I'll have because my cousin's making them. He does, you know, he does the printing and stuff. He used to race cars on dirt track and stuff like that. So he does like the, you know, the graphic designs and what would you call them, for the body and stuff, where you can have the designs and stuff. So he does all that. So he's making up some shirts. Once we get a few made and I'm kind of wearing them and see how I like them, I'll have them up for sale. You'll be able to contact him directly and get some. So those are in the works. I just figured that'd be fun, you know, make him a little bit of money. And you know, like I said, if you guys want some, it'd be cool to see you guys buy some. So anyway, okay, back to this. This fiberglass is just barely hanging on right there. So we are gonna have to fiberglass this up. So I can see what they did already. They tried to Bondo it together, so that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna have to take this rubber piece off with the screwdriver first. Anyway, we gotta fix that. So if anybody has an extra piece for the passenger side, cut me off a piece like that and I can put it on the other side, because I need to finish that for my fiberglass. That's the only thing I'm missing. All right, so if I do a piece like that in between, and just like I said, that way it holds it in, and then I can clamp it down. That should be able to hold that together. So I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to mix up some of my fiberglass resin. All right, so we got that first piece in there. It's going to kind of stick out a little bit. It's more of a joint to stick between the two for it to hold. You know, it's not there to look pretty. The ones that we put on top are going to be the ones that kind of cover it and go over it. That'll give it its structure right there. Getting underneath is not going to be fun though. So we only need, like I said, a couple of strands. We want one to go over the top the whole way. And then this one, just to kind of go over that, like so. And that will give me enough fiberglass to fix that crack there. Now the hard part is going to be getting underneath. So, okay, so that's on there pretty strong. So now I just got to sand it down to where it'll look nice, but I'm working in this area anyway. Sweet. Got my new door panels in. These look brand new. They don't make comfort weave anymore, so this is like a fake comfort weave, as close as they could get. But compared to this one, I mean, it's night and day. So this one's all just beat up and everything, and it has the little, I don't know what you'd call it, this plush, which was fine. I mean, that's whatever. But this will match the rest of my car better, and hopefully I'll get my new handles there. I have to drill holes there, or not drill holes, but yeah, or cut holes for the handles, and that's about it for this. But my old handles are these plastic ones, and you can get 66 and 67 Corvette handles that are zinc. They're kind of chrome looking, and they'll fit. So I got some of them off of eBay, some used ones that I can polish up. They got here and the post office screwed up, and I don't know, sent it back. So it got here to Las Vegas and then sent it back. So hopefully I'll get those sometime soon. But anyway, those look real nice. And I should have another something in the mail, so let's go check the mail. This was just at my door. Okay, so this is my other I guess unboxing today. The Petrus Enterprises, they make a power door lock conversion kit, so that's why I'll be able to pop my locks, and that way I have it shaved and I could just unlock and pop it. And then I got this little module here. Comes with the little key fob. I don't know if you can see it, but little key fob in there and the module to that, so you'll always be able to open and close it. And yeah, that's going to be kind of cool. Comes with little templates that you put on the down by the power motor cover that I haven't cleaned up or done anything yet. And it basically just bolts right onto it. Goes onto that like that. Of course, this bolts down to here and just opens and closes it. So that's kind of cool, huh? Yeah. So that's pretty cool. We got that in. Anyway, yeah, so I got the little tabs. So I can take those tabs out and I can install it. That's good. That means I don't have to, you know, I was a little worried that I was going to have to run or drill the holes. So I don't need the holes. Sweet. So I could just take those out, and when my power windows come, they come with the rubber that goes from here over. So, all right. I'm not gonna do anything to this today. I have to go get my Subaru serviced. So I got free oil changes for life of the car when I bought this car, and so it needs an oil change. But the only problem though is you're waiting around 2.5 hours for an oil change. And it's at the dealership. Okay, just got back from the dealership, I'm gonna call it. So this is funny. To reseal the cam carriers, found engine oil leak, they want $4,890. All right, now let me grab my flashlight here. It drips a little bit of oil, but it's nothing. I'll just keep dumping oil in it. I'm not gonna pay that. But it's kind of funny. You can see down in here, maybe not, but this is where it's leaking down in the oil carrier right there. But it's not enough to where you'd want to pay that much, and it's not dripping on my on the ground. It's just dripping on the skid plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it apart, clean it up down there, you know, and see what's going on. Then replace oil pan gasket, $284. Okay, that seems a little excessive too. Of course, this is a dealership. Perform brake flush, $149. $149 just to do a brake flush. It'll take me 5 seconds to do a brake flush on this. So because all you really need is a little plunger, or not a plunger, a turkey baster or whatever. Suck out the old stuff, put in the new one, pump it a few times, and just cycle through it. That's the easiest way to do a flush on these because there's no contaminants in it. All right, the other one, perform fuel and air induction service, $200. Perform front and rear differential service, another almost $200, $190. Replace spark plugs, almost $500. A coolant flush, $200, and that's a rip-off too. I mean, how hard is it to flush coolant out? Perform balance for your tires, $130, and perform an alignment, $140. I just bought new tires on there, and they did the alignment and the balancing. Oh man, I tell you, they're trying to rip you off. The only reason is because I go to the dealership is because I get lifetime. I have lifetime oil changes. I'm taking advantage of it. Came with the car, you know. That's why I take it there. But they always find stuff like this, and I'm like going, yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna take that skid plate off and look at the oil pan and see what's really leaking bad down there, if anything really is leaking. If you look, see like where the engine oil thing is, there's a little bit of, looks like the drips right there. I have a little bit. I don't know if that belt is kind of in the way, but you can see right down in there. Let's see if I can get that down in there. A little bit of a leak, but see where it's leaking from? It's leaking from the top here. It's not I don't know. It's not that extensive to where it justifies paying that much. So, just funny. Just thought I'd throw that out there to you guys and see how ridiculous it really is for prices like that. So, and if I was the reason they say it costs so much is because they have to tear the engine out, take the engine out just to get to the seals and everything. So, but I crawled underneath the car, and from the back there, nothing. It's nice and clean. But so that's the leak they're recommending, and the way it looks, it's coming from the very bottom of the gasket there. I wonder if I can tighten down these bolts a little bit, clean it up a little bit, you know, just spray some cleaner in there, clean it up a bit, and that'll probably take care of that oil. And so I don't know, we'll see if we could just tighten down the bolts a little bit, maybe. But they want what, $6,000 for that? That's just crazy talk. And it's not like dripping hardly at all. And if you go back further here, you can see it's just going, you know, the oil's just flowing back because of the way it drips. So yeah, I don't think so. And so that's how much oil has collected. My car has 50,000 miles on it. It's a 2016. So, like I said, I can't justify doing this. So I got it cleaned up underneath here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it for a little drive. Go down to the parts store and see how much a PCV valve is. And when I get back, I'll see if there's any little drips or anything. I tightened up those bolts. You know, just gave them a little more, one more snug pull. And that way, once it's cleaned up, maybe I'll be able to see where it's exactly dripping from. So, because if it's just one little area, we'll see what we can do. All right, let's go for a little drive. Okay, so I cleaned off the engine pretty well. Degreased it a little bit in those areas, what they so-called say where the valve cover leaks. I am not seeing like anything really dripping. So I'm going to leave that cover off for a bit. And yeah, we're going to see what they're talking about, because I think they're full of it. So clean it up a little bit better. And that way we can kind of, you know, after it builds up a little bit, then we can kind of see. What I'm thinking is they just see like a little bit of oil build up, you know, along the top there. Because basically you know, the big job is, they say it's for the cams, which is basically the valve covers are leaking. And so we're up on here because it's a boxer, you know, so it's going back and forth. So these are basically the covers that we're going to see if there's any leaking. We'll see. Like I said, I'm going to keep that skid plate off and run it a little bit. And when I came back from my little drive, I didn't see no oil leaking from underneath. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm very leery of what they're saying. So all right, well, I'm gonna go take it for another little drive now that I got it all cleaned up, and we'll come back and, you know, do what I figured it out for sure, because the oil would leave here, you know, when they would fill it up, and they would overfill it, I'm sure, because they were just hurrying up, and it would just gradually drip and collect at the bottom. Because I am not seeing any, you know, like anything right now. I mean, I'm gonna keep watching it as I drive, but I think they're just trying to scam these pesky little buggers. So yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, keep the skid plate off and drive it for a bit, but I don't think I'm gonna see any leaks. So I mean, I really haven't cleaned the engine bay in this thing. You know, this is just a daily driver. This is just a back and forth. So, you know, but anyway, Yeah, so watch out for dealerships. Sometimes, you know, they pull this crap. All right, till next time.